Welcome to this episode of the RN2writer Show. I'm your host, Elizabeth Hanes. I'm a nurse, but I made my living as a writer, and today I love coaching nurses and other health professionals on how they can enjoy this fantastic career as well. Before I get started, don't forget to expand the description box below this video on YouTube for links to any helpful resources I mention. And don't forget to follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Okay, today we're going to talk about my favorite topic, which is money. But specifically, we're going to talk about several types of financial goals you can set for your writing business. To me, all business success starts with goal setting. Without goals, you can't create action plans for achieving those goals, you can't measure your progress, and you can't engage in data-driven decision-making. Those things are all important. And since you started a writing business for the express purpose of making money, regardless of other goals you may have, surely you want to make money from this, then setting solid financial goals should be a key part of your business strategy. Okay, so let's get right to it. Let's talk about 3 types of financial goals you can create for your writing business. Let's start by talking about gross revenue. Gross revenue is a common metric for businesses of all types, and it represents all the money your business brings in during a fiscal year prior to any expenses. Certainly, you should set a gross revenue goal at a minimum for your business. If you're at all familiar with my story, you know that I am a multi-six-figure year writer. In other words, my gross writing revenue exceeded $100,000 a year on multiple occasions. But I never would have achieved that if I hadn't set it as a goal for myself and then broken that goal down into smaller increments. If y'all thought that that happened by magic or good luck, you are wrong. I set goals and worked hard to get there. So the first thing I did is I calculated that I would need to make $8,333 per month to hit $1,000 per year, $100,000 per year. And then I simply contemplated how to achieve that through a mix of client types to bring in that money. But gross revenue isn't the only financial goal you should think about. Maybe you want to create a goal for your business expenses. Maybe you want to set a goal that your business expenses won't be more than 20% of your gross revenue, for example, so you keep more of that money in your pocket. Or maybe you want to continually reinvest in your business, so you create a goal to set aside funds every month so that you accumulate enough to replace your laptop every 2 years. I did that, and it worked out great. Maybe you recognize that you prefer a particular type of writing. Let's say you love writing consumer health blog posts. So you set a target, a financial target, to derive 50% of your gross revenue from that type of writing. This enables you to then create an action plan in which you seek out clients who specifically want that type of writing. Or maybe you want to create, my favorite thing, a vacation fund goal. Or, less sexy but equally desirable, a retirement fund goal. Those are both perfectly doable inside your business. I want to emphasize there's no right or wrong when it comes to setting financial goals. It's your business. You get to decide what financial targets you want to aim for, and then create action plans that will help you achieve those goals. I encourage you to think broadly about the many, many types of financial goals you might set for your business. Because as I keep repeating, you cannot achieve a goal that you have never defined in a specific, measurable way. I hope this brief discussion opened your eyes to the importance of goal setting and the vast array of financial goals you can set for your business. What kinds of financial goals do you intend to pursue? Let us know in the comment thread on YouTube. So that's it for this episode of the RN2writer Show. As I said earlier, please subscribe to us on YouTube and click that bell so you get notified when we add new videos. And if you prefer audio, go follow us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Once again, I'm Elizabeth Hanes, and I encourage you to keep pitching.